Hey, what's happening, man? It's your boy PGF Shawt, man, and right now you is live with Dope TV that way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know what it is. This is your guy, Cash Williams at Dope TV. I'm here with my guy, Shawt, straight out of Atlanta, Georgia, man. You're here in the city of Philly, man. What's good with you?
Oh, man, I'm blessed to be here, man. It's been a nice stay for me so far. I'm enjoying my stay.
Already, man. What brings you to the city, man?
Oh, man, I linked up with DJ Alamo. He invited me to the Coalition DJs 3rd anniversary y'all got going up here. Alamo always show love. We in the city of Atlanta. I felt like I needed to return the love and come see what Philly was about.
Yeah, already, man. It's all about that reciprocation, man. You got to reciprocate that love, bro, and I appreciate that, man. You've been bouncing around, man. I seen you in Texas. You're all through Georgia. I mean, you're here, you're there. You did a joint with Boosie Badass. You did a joint with Derez Deshon. You got the mixtape with DJ Scream.
Right,
I mean,
right.
Shit, you moving, man. You bouncing around. Is this a natural occurrence for you? Is this something that you always do, or you know what I mean? Is this something special this time around, or this just how you do it?
Nah, man. When I got into this music thing, I told myself I wasn't gonna half step. It was gonna be full throttle. So I know what it takes to get that exposure. I know a lot of the networking techniques that it takes to really get out there and get yourself in front of the right people. So I know I need to get around and move around to get my music heard. Can't stand still and expect to get something done.
Now your name, PGF Shawt, right?
That's it.
So what does that actually stand for, the PGF?
The PGF stands for Put God First.
That's hard. That's hard. So you religious, or it's just, you know what I mean?
Definitely heavy on the religious side, but more so just me and my family, a group of my fellas. We grew up together, and we always put God first in whatever we did, man. So we decided to take that name. We branded it ourselves. We have PGF Kennels, PGF Promotion, PGF Film Photography. Man, you're gonna find PGF everything. So we just taking that, making it a conglomerate, and we building from it, man. So
that's hard, man. I definitely rocking with it, man. The whole PGF family, I'm rocking with you. Okay, I was listening to a record right on the way up here to do this interview called Advice, and I believe you was maybe talking to your son or something like that. You was talking to one of your kids or something?
Both of my boys. To be honest with you, and I got 4 kids now. At the time, I ain't had but 3. But yeah, I was talking to my 2 older boys in the video, and it was basically just a song about advice you give to your youth and what I think I wish I would have had growing up in my youth. So maybe my kids or my boys won't have to go through what I went through growing up if they had that fatherly advice, or just that advice to avoid them going down their wrong path, man. And I reached out to Boosie. Boosie, I felt like was the person for the song, man. I see how he deals with his kid, you know what I'm saying, very disciplinarian. And you know, I've always been a Boosie fan, so that's how we linked up. I reached out to him, asked him about the song, he loved it, and we made it happen.
Now it seems like you're putting out a lot of content, a lot of music, which it may seem like it's all at one time. Is this a calculated thing? Or are you just unloading the clip? Like, you know, what's going on there?
Nah, it's definitely strategic, and I think the clip was just overloaded. It was more so just kind of getting some of that stuff out the clip so it wouldn't jam when we got ready to, you know what I'm saying, let it go. Because there's so much more, you know, behind what we got going. We got projects coming up right now. Immunity coming up with my man down here, Bigger Ranking. He producing that. I mean, he co-signing on that one. We got another one with my guy, DJ Scream Narcos 2 coming up at the top of the year. So we making that all happen. Like I said, coming into this game, I grew up with following a lot of people who before me, like 2 Chainz. I followed that whole campaign and how he built his campaign, and grew into the artist he was. I also came up under Derez Deshon. And I watched that movement. I watched the tactics that they took. I seen how they evolved and communicated with the DJs and had a relationship with all the DJs. So like I said, I kind of took their blueprint and added it to mine and kind of just ran with it, made sure. I know DJs are the ones spinning the music. I know if I want to get my music heard, it ain't no in between. It's like having a plug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I definitely try to build a relationship with all the DJs. And the one with Scream was a great introduction by, like I said, my boy Dolla. Used to be Playaz Circle. They were down with Titty Boy. They was Playaz Circle at one time. But Dolla made the introduction to DJ Scream for me. I explained to Dolla I want to do the music. Scream was like, man, you know, let me listen to the music first. You know, he heard the music. I guess he got the vibe from it. You know, it was on from there, man. We took off.
Already, man. It's all about relationships in this game, man. If you're not building relationships, I don't really know what you're doing. You're wasting your time. You can have all the money in your world, but shit, you got to know who to spend it with. So you got to know what to do with those relationships. I got a question for you, and it's in regards to your music. If somebody was to pop in a show, a mixtape, or an album, or just one song, what would it be? Like, what would describe Shawt best? Like, what one of your records would you?
One of my records.
Yeah.
Oh man, if I was telling anybody to listen to it, it would probably be Finally.
I guess the growth kind of speaks for itself. I'm like, damn, I'm just looking at where I came from. After all the shit I've been, but you ain't never seen me change. Couple things I had to refrain from. Couple bitches I had to change. But how many times I switched up on the game? Now we all was in together. But that's my fault, cause I knew better. Shit, you can't make no deals with the devil. You get X'd out for a small fee. You get told on by your dog. See, believe me, I done witnessed this shit all.
Finally, okay.
Yeah. I think that's just spawned that's come genuinely me speaking about a lot of my past and just my present and where I've come from, how far I've came. And I think that's a great song I would put anybody up on in my catalog, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their different choices, but as far as my preference, I would say Finally.
Now, as I was listening to your music, I noticed something, man. It seems like there's a lot of personal tribulations, a lot of, I would say your music almost reads like a good book. Is that on purpose? Are you just pouring out your experiences? Because it's not what we hear today. It's not the the vibe. You got some of that that's there, but it's the substance that I like, man. And there's a story that you're telling, which I could get into.
Oh man, it's definitely coming from experiences, man, life experiences, and I'm definitely just venting and pouring out a lot of my emotions and the majority of my music. Be honest with you. Sometimes I just have a good time just making music, and sometimes it's really just like a venting period for me. You know what I'm saying? To get a lot of stuff off my chest and get past stuff. Like I usually get past situations in life, making music, get me past a lot of things. So you know what I mean? It's therapeutic.
Yeah. Now I was looking. I seen you bouncing around the club with looks like Money Man and Charleston White. It looked like a good time. I wish I was invited. Maybe next time. You know what I mean? Maybe next time. But shit, speaking of like strip clubs, that's something that you frequent. I know that's an Atlanta culture thing. Is that you know what I mean? That's just part of the game. That's just how it goes.
You said it in a nutshell. It's just the culture thing in Atlanta. I mean, I think we go to the strip club more so for the environment and the vibe than the dancers. You know what I'm saying? We always show love to the dancers because that's their trap. But for the most part, we going just for the vibe. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like we just attracted to women so much that we got to be in strip club. I don't think it's that issue at all. I think that's just the place to hang. You know what I mean? Be honest with you, I go in the strip club sometimes and I can't remember when that girl that was in there. So it's definitely not about the women.
Yeah, man. Shit, I always say, man, you'd be surprised what you could find, therapeutic and find therapy in, or what I mean, what you could fellowship in. So, and really, I done spent a couple of nights in the strip club, and I could attest to that, man. It's all about the vibe, man. I done made some great ideas and met some great business partners right there in the club. So I dig that, man. Now, let's bring it back a little bit full circle, man. What you pushing right now?
Right now in the streets, I got a hot single called Errthang that's banging in the streets. I know it's gonna be hard to get that on the radio, but if you underground music listener, you can definitely get Errthang off of the Narcos album. I'm also pushing my hit single Manipulation, me and Derez Deshon, and that's throughout the South, like playing on I think over 50 different radio stations. It's going global, man. They really loving that, and I mean, that's what I'm heavy on right now, Manipulation and Errthang, as far as my two singles right now. I'm mostly with family, man. Like I said, most of the PGF family. Derez Deshon, he consists of that. We got a couple other artists within our family. No Deal, B Will, big artists out of Atlanta. Rex Roll, Double R, Baby. G Baby, I think he just got a managing deal with Cash Money. He down there with Birdman working on his album. Man, it's a few of us, man. If any of y'all left out, but some big artists out there, PGF family. Shouts out to my boy 231 Biscuit. He definitely up and coming artist out there South Side too.
Has there ever been a situation in an interview where it's just like, you know, it was a turn off or
nah,
you know what I mean?
I ain't ran in there that yet. Be honest with you, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm
no Charlemagne situations and
none
like
of that. Cause I'm pretty much open to answer anything you want to ask me. You ask me anything. I ain't the person that's gonna get offended by it. I'm gonna answer the question. You ask me if I'm gay, I'm gonna tell you fuck no. You ask me, you know what I'm saying? Any question, it's gonna get answered. I ain't gonna feel offended. That's your job. You do an interview. You supposed to ask the questions, and I'm gonna answer it. It's just that simple. I ain't got nothing to hide and nothing to be ashamed of. So it's like, you know, you want to answer it, okay. You may not be the answer you like or you like to get, but I'm gonna give it to you. So it's all good.
What you most excited about right here in the city of Philadelphia? What you getting into besides the business stuff, man?
Besides the business, oh man, the Philly cheesesteak, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I was so excited to get up here and taste that Philly cheesesteak, cause everybody telling me, oh, you gotta have a Philly cheesesteak for Philly. We ain't never had no Philly cheesesteak. You ain't had one from Philly. So, you know, to get up here and really taste that Philly cheesesteak or something, you know what I mean? It's all what they said and hyped it up to be. Salute to Philly. Y'all own the cheesesteaks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to your management too, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say nothing, man. You know, it's few days where I knocked back about 3-4 cheesesteaks myself, man. I'm a small guy, but shit, I done been there and done that, man. Right. Let's talk about something that you touched on in one of your records, man. The haters.
Oh, it's definitely a part of the game, man. You gotta watch for that. Watch for the hook. That's a part of the this whole game that we in, even in the streets. The industry, I've noticed, ain't far from the street. So you gotta watch out for that in the industry. People get into your business and try to steal your ideas and steal your plans. If not that, man, just try to intercept your connections. It can happen, you know what I mean? I'm not sure. I'm not a person that hides doors, so I'm willing to open the door for anybody. So I'm not the person to be mad about you going around my back and touching and reaching out with so-and-so or doing whatever, because I know what's meant for me gonna be for me anyways, you know what I'm saying? But I know some people that feel like that, you know, that's a problem with people undercutting them and, you know, going behind them, reaching out to they so-called connects or whatever. But like I said, all that's a part of the game with me, so I take it and run with it. It come with the territory.
How long you been in this game?
Musically, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I started doing music 1.5 years ago, man. I kicked off my first mixtape the top of this year, January. So it's been about 6 months full throttle as far as out there pushing my music. I started recording, you know, 1.5 years ago as far as doing all the music. But, man, 1.5 years just to sum it all up as far as music, man.
That's crazy, bro. You, in 1.5 years, it seems like what you did in 1.5 years, I mean, it takes some people 10 years, you know, maybe even more to even get to where you are. And, you know, in this game, you got to go through every emotion, right? You know, you got your highs, your lows. You got, you know, you give somebody your number, your gram, or this and that. You try to hit them back, you know what I mean? Right. You got to go through every emotion. In this 1.5 years, what is something like your takeaway you would say, something that you've learned, like that just stuck with you, maybe?
That stuck with me?
Yeah.
Consistency.
Okay.
Consistency. That's on me heavily. I know I gotta always keep pushing, man. I know I gotta continuously keep dropping content. I need to be in the public eye. I just know I gotta be consistent with what I'm doing if I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? There ain't be nothing I can be part-time with, or I can put on and take off, turn on and take off. I know if I'm trying to get to where I'm going, it's gonna take a lot of consistency. So that's what I stuck in my head, that word consistency. It's stuck on me.
So what do you feel about now, the culture, the social media culture, man, and like all the gimmicks that are going on, man?
I try to just avoid a lot of the gimmicks. I don't pay attention to a lot of it. You can bring up a lot of issues that's going on social media to me right now, and I'd be probably lost about it. That's just my outlook. I had somebody ask me about some the other day, man, I completely didn't know anything about but it seemed like the world knew. But that just tell you how deep I am to what I got going on in my music. That I'm really not focused on a lot of other things that's not positive or pushing me to be greater. To be honest with you.
Basically tunnel vision, like you said, just staying consistent, staying on your goal. You know, you got your own path. You know what you want to do in this game. And speaking of such, is there something that you're trying to strive for? Is it just the love of the game, or is this something like a little bit more, a bigger picture for Shawt? Something that you...
Yeah, it's definitely a bigger picture for me and my family. Definitely a bigger picture. I want to be able to give back to the communities, the inner city of Atlanta, also Miami. I got good ties in Miami. Be honest with you, worldwide, man. If I could help the world, I would, man. I got a big heart, and it's definitely my goal is to be able to give back. Man, I give back now, you know what I'm saying, but I would love to be able to do a lot more. So I hope my music reaches that point to where it touches a lot of people, and it puts me in a position to do more and open more doors for people, man.
Now, that's been a lot of things going on in Atlanta, good and bad. You know, you got man, it's probably the mecca for the black entrepreneur, the go-getter, the you know what I mean? You got people from all across the nation and globe coming to Atlanta.
Right.
With all that congestion, is it hard to still do what you do, or is it just like, you know, that's good for them, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, like tunnel vision. You know what I mean? You know, everybody doing their thing, that can't stop you from doing yours. You definitely gotta keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? If you're a competitive person, it's great. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to be in competition with the big ones, right? You want to be out there with your name running with such and such and such and such. So I guess it just inspires me to know all the artists that came from Atlanta. And to know, you know what I'm saying, the shoes I got to fill or what I got to step up to, you know what I'm saying, to touch the platforms and the hearts and the people that they touch, you know what I mean, kind of just motivation.
Now, when you riding through Atlanta, and I don't know none of the streets, so I ain't even going to sit here and act like I know. I was like, yeah, well, you on, I ain't even going, you know what I mean, he asked me some Philly shit. I was like, you on Broad Street, you know what I mean, but I can't do that. But when you riding through the A, besides Shawt, is there anybody, maybe any city that you listening to or outside of the city?
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. I've been up on my, like I tell everybody lately, Icewear Vizo, man. I'm digging home. I've been rocking with him. But ESTG out of Kentucky, he heavy. I'm rocking with him. Of course, out the city, you know, Lil Baby. I keep Lil Baby in rotation. Future a big artist, you know what I'm saying, I've always been up on. Shit, I play myself a lot. Derez Deshon, that's my partner, so he first on the list. You know what I mean? And not only that, he probably the best. So that's how that goes.
Favorite verse right now, yourself, or favorite bar right now, something that sticks out to you, like it just reads like a good book from your catalog.
From my catalog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can give you one. It probably one where I said, I know the game so cold, gotta keep the heater next to me. And the ones that testify, they probably somewhere right here next to me.
I think one of my, it's not even really a full bar. I was saying it on my way up here, man. You said something, and it was just so fly. It's real simple, but it stuck with me. You said something like, you can't be dumb and cool. So, I was like, you right. Well, I mean, like, you got to learn something, man. So with that being said, bro, I appreciate you for bringing me in here, getting this exclusive, man. Shout outs to the whole PGF family, PGF Shawt, ATL, GA. You already know what we're here for, man. It's Coalition DJs Weekend. We here, man. Shout outs to DJ Alamo, Rich. What up, man? You already know what it is, man. She got Cash Williams at Dope TV.
Hey, what's happening, man? It's your boy PGF Shawt, man. I just tapped in with my player partner, Dope TV, that way.